Hi friends, Miss Cat here at the Lent Garden, and I'm reaching out to you today to talk to you about something called a habitat. I know you remember what a habitat is. That's right, it's some type of home for plants and animals and other living organisms. There are all kinds of different habitats, including the Lent Garden. And all around the world, habitats may look really different, from deserts to oceans to the top of a mountain. But all these habitats have three things in common. They all have food, water, and some type of shelter. So today we're going to be investigating the Lent Garden and looking at some of the different habitats that are in the garden and seeing what critters we can find. Then we're going to do an activity where we're going to learn how to build a habitat, and then I'm going to give you your garden challenge. Are you ready? Let's go. So this is one of my favorite habitats. Do you recognize this? Yeah, this is the Lent worm bin, and in here the worms are working hard to make compost, which is soil that's made out of decayed plants. So let's take a closer look and see if the worms have food, water, and shelter. So if we take a look in here, you'll see a bunch of plants that came from the garden, some that came from my very own kitchen. And do you think the worms like to eat these plants? Yeah, they love this stuff. So it seems like they have plenty of food. And then if we move this out of the way, see if we can find some worms. All right, so if I move some of the soil, oop, I see one. Yeah, so the worm is going down into the soil because that is its shelter. So it seems like they have plenty of shelter and places to hide and feel safe in here. There's a worm. Look at it wiggle. Wow. And I'm being so gentle with the worm because these are our garden friends, and it's really important to have them in the garden. So I'm just being so gentle. And as I'm feeling the soil in here, it feels nice and damp too. So it seems like they have plenty of water. Let's see if we can find one more. Oh yeah, there's a couple. Nice. They are working hard. Oh, and I actually see a little worm egg right there. That's cool. Wow. Another really important habitat in the Lent Garden is the pollinator garden. And this garden was built to attract bees and butterflies and birds and other really important pollinators. So it's full of flowers, and right now it's also full of pollinators hard at work. So look at all the bees buzzing around these flowers. So many. And if we follow one, we'll see it's going from flower to flower, collecting nectar, which is its food. Off it goes. Wow. So amazing. So one really good place in the garden to look for critters is underneath stones or rocks. Let's take a look underneath this rock right here. Wow! There are so many ants underneath this rock and a bunch of ant eggs. And it looks like these ants are taking care of the eggs. This is probably a really good habitat for the ant eggs because underneath this stone is safer from predators and cool and damp. And ants are really amazing because they live in a colony. And so while some of the ants are taking care of the eggs, others might be looking for food, and they work together. Even our very own garden beds can provide a habitat. Let's see if we can find any critters in this garden bed. I'm just gonna dig really gentle so as to not disturb or harm any of them too much. Oh, I found a little worm. Let's see if we can find anything else. Another little millipede. Can you see its little legs? It's all curled up. Cool. There, can you see me down here? All right, so now we're gonna build a habitat for critters. So I went around the garden and I collected some leaves, including some lettuce leaves, some sticks, some flower petals, a bunch of rocks, and some bark chips. So let's go ahead and build a habitat. Thanks so much for investigating around the Lent garden with me today. Before you go, I do want to give you your garden challenge. And that is for you to go outside with a trusted adult or a guardian and investigate habitats that are around your house. And if you're feeling up to it, you could also build a habitat for the garden critters around your house as well. Remember to always treat all living things with respect and with love, and have fun. Okay, bye for now.